Hello everyone, I'm Will from Insert Controller, or most commonly known as Chog, and today we're going to be looking at the Titanfall beta. And there's a couple of reasons why I want to do this, and mainly because I really like this game, but I've heard a couple of mixed opinions about it, so I'm going to share my opinion. First, let's address the whole Call of Duty with mechs thing. Yeah, it is, but it also isn't. The way I see it is that Titanfall is a natural succession of when Call of Duty used to be fun. I know it's really easy to hate on Call of Duty, but believe it or not, I did used to play a lot of it, and I did have a blast playing Modern Warfare 1 and 2. And this game feels... You can tell there's Call of Duty influence in there, but it's so fresh and different, should I say, that it feels like a new experience, and it feels like a very good successor to, like, back to those days when Call of Duty used to be fun and not copy pasta. Now, one thing I'm going to say right off the bat is that this game is really good on PC. I'm not even joking. We have a lot of cool options and all that jazz, and it runs like a dream. I'm not too sure about the console versions, but as far as PC goes, on the beta anyway, this game was like an absolute dream. And it's also on the Source engine, which is something that I never found, which I'd never expected, to be honest, and you couldn't really tell, but there you go. So first thing you're going to notice is it's pretty much exactly like what we're used to with Call of Duty nowadays. You have your loadouts, you have your custom ones, you can select your primary weapons, you've got an array of assault rifles, shotguns, a cool smart pistol which is like it locks on and you can do cool things with, an SMG, a sniper. I'm expecting there to be more weapons within in the actual release and whatnot. Your anti-Titan weapon and your sidearms, basically all your cool things that you'd expect to see from something that's very Call of Duty-esque in terms of gameplay anyway. And you can even select your gender if that floats your boat. And you can also customize your Titan. Obviously the big gimmick of this game is the fact that yes, you can like run and gun, but you can also pilot big massive mechs, which is really awesome. You also have the challenges which you'd expect to level up, all that jazz, and you've got something cool called burn cards, which is essentially little tiny boosts or advantages that you can give yourself, which essentially you can play them while you die and it'll be active on your next life. So if I take for example the amped sidewinder, which is an anti-Titan weapon, if I die from a Titan, I'm like, damn it, I'm really miffed, I want to take this guy out, so I can just play this burn card and it will replace my anti-Titan weapon with a double ammo capacity sidewinder, so essentially I can do some more damage. And there's loads of cool things like this one over here gives a faster movement speed, you know, that kind of stuff. I think that's a really cool feature. And I'm not going to talk too much in the menu. I want to get straight into the game. We've only got a couple of modes in the beta. I'm expecting there to be more in the game. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot more. I honestly don't know, and I don't think they've actually come out and said the final amount of content that's going to be in the release, but I'm expecting there to be a lot more for the price that a lot of people are paying. But we'll get onto that in a bit. So we have attrition, which is standard deathmatch basically. We have hardpoint, which is sort of domination kind of thing, and we have last Titan standing, which is everyone spawns in a mech and it's kind of elimination team based kind of thing, and you have a variety pack, which is nice. So I'm just going to jump it straight into like attrition and we'll see if we can get straight into a game. Okay, cool. So I have to say that I really do enjoy this game, and I wasn't really expecting much from it, and that's the thing. But the fact that it's incredibly fast-paced and fun, I haven't played an arcade-style shooter in this style since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, actually. So it feels good to get back into that kind of game and have a lot of fun with it. The movement is so much fun, and just the gameplay in general. I think one of the biggest things in terms of gameplay that this game throws that's new is the fact that you have AI minions and enemies on either side, and what that means is there's basically there's cannon fodder to shoot out, for lack of a better word, in the same sense of, say, your creeps in Dota or something like that. And it adds a cool new dynamic, because while the cannon fodder and essentially they're pretty useless in the beta anyway, it gives you something to shoot at and score points with, and it does a good job in making you addicted and making you not get your ass handed to you as much as what you think it is, if you understand. So, I'm going to choose his classes, and there's a really good attention to detail in this game, because we start in here and we jump into the battlefield, and then we'll get going. So, one of the main things about this game is its free running mechanics, and I'm really bad at them apparently. And this recording is going to be about 30 frames a second ish, just for the purpose of recording. But this game runs like a dream on PC, so make no mistake about that. And there's also, you know, loads of cool new loadouts. And oh god, that was a bad move. Aw, come on. Yeah. Whoa! Yeah, the grunts are pretty weak. The enemy pilots, well, the pilots are the players. Now, let's explain a couple of things. Obviously, you get the hood, you have a standard aim-down sights and pistol. We have our anti-Titan weapon, which will come into use when we actually have Titans on the battlefield. And if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, there is like a kind of Titan counter. And in this mode, it essentially goes down for killing the enemy team. So if we success and, you know, don't die a lot and score kills against other pilots like that, the timer will go down and we can call in our Titan faster, which is a cool mechanic, and it doesn't have to be enemy pilots as well. Well, that was fairly terrible. Let's demonstrate a burn card. Let's play prosthetic legs, so we can spawn right in and we move a lot quicker now. But this game is so fast-paced. I absolutely love it. At the moment in the beta, there's only 2 maps, which is a bit of a bummer. There's this map, and then there's a bigger map called Fracture, I believe, which is kind of a grasslands. Well, it's a bit more grassy and less urban, but it's got a couple of buildings in it. As far as the maps go, I think there's a good variety so far. I thought that was an enemy player then. You've got 2 types of AI enemy. There's the standard grunts and there is the spectres. The spectres, I'm not too sure what they do. I think they... Oh, God knows what he was doing. But I think that the spectres can do damage, a lot more damage to Titans. I could be wrong there, but they're just generally... Oh God! I think he just tried to crush me. That's an enemy Titan. I'm going to evacuate the area. But my Titan's ready now, so we'll try and see if we can get to a safe place and call in our Titan. Maybe not. We'll do it when he's spawning. Okay then. Let's not go over there. Okie dokie. But as I was saying, there's a really cool... Oh! Damn it. Yeah, we have a couple of abilities as well, like cloaking and things like that. And like... Yeah, it's essentially Call of Duty with a couple of new bells and whistles. I don't want to keep describing it like that, but there is a lot of similarities. So a lot of people saying it's Call of Duty with mechs, I can kind of understand why you're saying that, but also I would kind of throw back in your face that this game is a lot better and it's like a successor. There's nothing wrong with like Call of Duty, like the arcade kind of style. I'm not sure if I'm being rodeoed or not. Yeah, I'm being rodeoed. Okay, so here's an opportunity to... I'll probably die here. Yeah. What happened there was an enemy player got on the back of my Titan and revealed its weak point and shot it for massive damage. And it kind of sucks, but you can do that. And there's things you can do to countermeasure it. Namely being the pilot themselves has to get out and do some damage to the back and kill the guy who's on the back of your Titan. But a cool feature is sorry, I can't speak. A cool feature of that is it's not restricted to enemies. Teammates can also mount the back of your Titan, and Oh, go on. I love the free running in this game. It's so fun. But teammates can also get on the back of your Titan and you can basically ride them. If you can't be asked to run, you can do that. I was hoping there would be other players, but... Right, let's see if we can do some damage to it. Maybe not. I'm not sure if I like this scope or not. It's my first time trying it as well. But I'm very much enjoying the beta. The only problem I'm having at the minute is, well, I've got a couple of worries that the game will be overly monetized, because if you ask me, the game's biggest problem is the price. I mean, £60 on Xbox One is absolutely insane. I really can't see myself wanting to pay 60 quid for a game that's strictly only multiplayer. I mean, yeah, it's a really good multiplayer game, don't get me wrong. There's no denying that, but I mean, £60 for this on a console? Ow. Okay, so here's a cool new mechanic. When the match is over, the game doesn't end there and then. It's essentially a game of elimination, where the losing team has to evacuate to kind of an evacuation point. Hence the name. And while the winning team has to wipe out all the remaining players. And it's kind of interesting because the winning team has limited lives as well. Oh, sugar. I completely missed that. And I'm probably gonna miss my evac. No! I missed my jump. I'm doomed. And it's a really cool mechanic because it adds a lot of suspense and... What? No! I want my... Oh, come on. Look. Yes! I made it. And whilst there, everyone has to try and destroy the dropship before it leaves, but it looks like we're going to get away. Looks like I was the only survivor as well. And I think that is so much fun at the end of the game. Rather than it just having it end there and then, you've got this kind of mini-game in the form of an epilogue. I think that's brilliant. But I kind of got my buttocks kicked fairly hard, but I think... I can't get enough of this game, really. I mean, obviously, I think they've capped the level to 14 for the beta. Ooh, we got an extended magazine. Very Call of Duty-like in the terms of challenges, like unlocking things and what have you. But, yeah, it's definitely a hell of a lot of fun. So let's go into our thing and let's equip some things. I quite like the HCOG site. And yeah, why not? Let's have an extended magazine. We may as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, this seems to be a weird graphical glitch with this menu. My deck is full, okay. So let's put that in there. Need to discard some ranks. Excuse me. I'm a little bunged up at the minute. So sorry if I sound a little bit sniffly. That's because I am a bit sniffly. Okay, we've got plenty of these, so we can discard that. We'll discard one of those. Discard you, and discard you. Oh god, excuse me. And yeah, we'll do that. I use that weapon anyway. I think I'm fine with it. But as you can tell, like, I think even though I'm pretty sure I didn't do too well as what I normally did last game. As what I normally do, but the fact that there's AI enemies to kill, I do think it gives a bit of variation. It does make you feel a little bit more useful than perhaps what you would be if you were just versing players. A lot of people complained it was 6v6 when it first came out, but when Respawn actually announced that they were going to be making it 6v6, but I don't see the point in that. I think Call of Duty was always 6v6. I'm not too sure, but they did it. Instead, they did extensive testing, and people were a bit rustled that there's no 8v8. Maybe if they bring out some really large maps in the future, then maybe. But at the minute, 6v6 feels absolutely fine. I don't understand why everyone was whinging about it. There's no need to whinge. Right then. So this is the second map in the beta, and I quite like this one. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. which gives you a lot more room to maneuver. And I didn't want to do that, but cool. But the movement in this game is so fluid and great. It's a lot of fun. You got like a double jump, and you can wall run and chain things together. Like Mirror's Edge, Call of Duty, but a lot more simplified kind of thing. And it adds another completely new dynamic to the game. Which, to be honest, I think this is what like the kind of Call of Duty formula needed. Oh God! Did not see that guy coming. Oh well. Right then. Let's go and do some damage. Let's not die. Of course, it would be the kind of YouTuber curse of absolutely dominating everything, like off camera, and then when you decide to pop the record button, everything goes to hell. But yeah, I think one of my kind of nitpicks with the game, well, with the beta as it stands, is that perhaps it seems at times that the AI enemies are perhaps a bit too weak, as in wow, they've got a Titan already. So we can do that. That little health bar in the top right is the enemy Titan's health. But we've also got to be careful because they can easily kill us a lot. Maybe I should have aimed down my sights there. But this guy was going crazy. Going back to that old trick of using SMGs, which is a cheap tactic. Assault Rifle Master Race. There we go. I've nearly got my Titan, 30 seconds off. Ahaha, yes. Okay then, let's call in my Titan and let's not suck with it. Ooh, that's very nice. Let's watch it come in. It's very pretty. And obviously, I've got the visuals on high, but like it goes without saying that the graphics aren't representative of the final version, just because this is a beta. And obviously, corners have to be cut to reduce the file size, which, you know, perfectly understandable. It's a beta. I'm happy with that. So, as a Titan, we've got a couple of abilities. We have our main weapon, which is beastly. Well, there's a couple of main weapons on offer that you can choose in from your loadout. But I'm using the 40mm cannon in a minute. We've got a couple of different abilities in the form of a kinetic barrier shield type thing, which takes enemy fire from enemy Titans, shields it, and then launches it back at them. We've also got that kind of a missile launcher there, and we've got a dash ability to avoid damage. And the way Titans work is they have health and shields pretty similar to how the Halo shields work, for lack of a better comparison. Basically, you have a little shield, and then you have your actual health. Once your health reaches 0, the Titan is doomed, and from then the health will slowly drain, and it will eventually blow up. From then on, you have the that was great. From then on, you have the option to yeah, completely forgot what I was saying because I got caught up in the moment. Oh god.
Recovery recommended.
Oh yeah, when the Titan is doomed, you have the option to eject or to just stay in it and see if you can do as much damage before you push. It's basically a game of pushing your luck. Oh god, oh, now I'm being rodeoed. So I'm going to get out. My Titan has been doomed. And I got absolutely hammered. To be honest, I wasn't expecting much difference. I wasn't expecting much difference to happen because, you know, nothing really much you can do against these big massive mechs. But this is... Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's another dynamic to the whole cloaking thing, is the fact that the enemy pilots can... Oh, I didn't want to mount this friendly Titan, but sure, why not? I've never done this before. And he seems to be going all over the place. I think we'll leave him. See you in a bit, mate. Oh, that was a quick game. And it's kind of... God damn it. Yeah, again, it's kind of really, really quick games like Call of Duty used to be. No! Stop it! But I'm just hoping that there would be more perhaps more long-winded game modes. Oh, damn it. That's it. We've got to watch all the other players now. Would have been nice to win a game, but oh well. Like, my personal opinion is, while this is fun, it would be nice to see more long-winded games. That's maybe just because it's my preference. I've gotten used to games that last a little bit longer. I hope they will be. Obviously, games like the Domination type maybe. Gutted for that guy. And that guy. Ouch. Okay, well, at least one guy made it out. That's better than no one, I guess. But if you escape, you get extra XP, and if you eliminate all the extra players, then you get the extra P. Ooh! I came to the top of my team. That's very nice. But as you can see, well, as I hope you can see, this game is a little bit different from what everyone's painting it out to be. Everyone's saying, it's just like Call of Duty. Yes and no. It's similar, but it's different and it's good. If that makes any sense. I think I'm gonna leave it. I think I'm gonna leave that there, to be honest, because there's only 2 maps in the beta, and yeah, and I think it ends tonight, and I'm at the max level. There's nothing really much more I can do in the beta apart from play the same maps or perhaps try a different mode. But yeah, that was Titanfall, and I really like it. There's I could harp on about it for a while, but this is only the beta. The only thing is, while I'm praising this game, it's all take it with a pinch of salt, because again, we don't know what the kind of content we're going to get in the actual release is like, and that's the main kind of thing which will probably sway a lot of people, because like I was saying like halfway through the first game, is the fact that the charging so much for this game is like a bit ludicrous in my personal opinion. 60 quid on console, 45 quid on PC on Origin. Although saying that, downloading this on Origin, I kind of got an amazing download speed, so I'm not going to bash Origin as much as I'm not going to be a generic Steam fanboy today anyway, but that's a completely different discussion. But anyway, 45 quid on PC is crazy. I mean, if it wasn't for games like Call of Duty and like I think Saints Row 4 was 40 quid when it came out. Games like that, I think they're kind of pushing their luck just because they know suckers will buy it, and it's because of that they think, hey, 45 quid's an acceptable price. Not for me, it isn't. I'm sorry. Maybe I've been a PC gamer for too long, and maybe I'm like used to paying like at a max 30 quid. A push 35 if it's really good and it's, you know, Doom 4 or something, but no. Hell no. Which, again, another one of my concerns is the fact that if they monetize this game to hell, I mean, I know Respawn have already said that there's going to be no microtransactions, which is a good thing, but if they're gonna make us pay like, you know, 8, 12 quid or God knows how much for like map packs like Call of Duty does, for like 3 or 4 maps you've got to pay out of your backside. It's a bit silly if you ask me. Just because suckers will buy it, it doesn't mean it's an acceptable business practice. Well, maybe it is if suckers buy it, but that's one of my whole kind of complaints with the industry as is. But I'm not going to get into that now. So that was the Titanfall beta. So like my first impressions, really good. The only thing is, it costs too damn much. So, if you can find a cheaper deal somewhere online, I would encourage you to go for that, based on my experience with the game. If you've had any different experiences, or different appearances? I can't speak. If you've got any different opinions on Titanfall, or the beta anyway, let me know, and we'll have a discussion about it. So, I've been Will for Insert Controller, and I've also been Chog, so thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time. Oh.